What's going on? It's your boy SB. So we are talking about second prime week and peak season, and then we're just going to talk about some tips how to make it through peak season and things that we should be aware of to make it through the busiest season when you're working with Amazon. And not just Amazon, all these companies have honestly made their peak season, made their holiday season sales earlier. They're making adjustments. So what is Amazon Prime 2? First off, what is Amazon Prime 2? And then what is Amazon peak season? First off, Prime 2, this is the first time ever Amazon is doing their Prime Day 2 times in a year. Before they announce their Prime Day, go check the dates. I called it out. I was like, yo, this is finna be Amazon's worst peak season ever. And the reason why I was saying that was just because the way that the economy was going. And I was seeing it from back then. That was like 4 months ago? Look at my videos. Look for Amazon second Prime Day. I did a video on that months ago. So in my opinion, I think that this is a way for them to squeeze some more sales out of people during this time where consumer spending is starting to slow down a little bit. What is Amazon peak season? This is Amazon's peak season. This is where the volume should be the highest, where it should be the most busiest time. It should be the most craziest in the FCs, bodies, humans everywhere. I'm talking about people sleeping behind pallets. I'm talking about people passed out on ladders in the stove stations. People laid out, made little pallet beds in the pack walls. Like, yo, what are you doing over there? Get up before we all get ridden up. People trying to take extra naps in the bathroom areas, all that stuff. All those things take place during peak season. But the ultimate definition, or in my opinion, my little definition, it's the most high value time of the year. So my first thing is, will it live up to the hype? Like I said, I was saying this is going to be Amazon's worst peak season due to the economic situation that we're in. You know, but they trying to do the most. They trying to pull hats out of what's it called? That thing going to pull rabbits out the hat. You can really tell they are trying to do the most to make sure that themselves, that this is the peak of the season of the year, that it meets expectation. At least that's what it seems like. Do I think so? I'm not going to lie. I don't think so. Even with the second prime and whatever else they pull out the hat, and even if they drop the sales even more, I still think this is not going to be, hopefully it's not the worst. I'm hoping it's popping. You feel me? I hope this is just like every other peak. I hope so. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. But time will tell. So in a little bit, we're going to go over a few little tips just for peak season. But even before that, I wanted to talk about the radar. What is it looking like in y'all buildings out there? Is it getting busy? We are almost at peak 2. I think, what's that, tomorrow? Is that right now? Tell me, what's today? Today's the 10th. I think it's tomorrow or today. That's a shame. I should know this. It's tomorrow. I need to be taking myself to bed right now. Have you been seeing any activity? By the time you see this, it will be the second prime. What's your building looking like? So far for me, on the delivery side, this last week was wild. And the reason why, the owner of our DSP was like, listen, we're already starting to see a little bit of influx for Prime 2. So like my routes, right? I'm just starting. I just got hired there. I haven't even hit, I think I might have hit 3 weeks now. Yeah, I'm at like 3 weeks or something like that, but I'm still in my learning curve. So I started off with routes that was like 70 stops, 80 stops. And with those stops, it will be like 100 packages. You feel me? 120, nothing too crazy because you're still on your learning curve. You're still learning how to operate and how to do the route. The last 2 days I was on, I had 311 packages. I had more packages than about 97% of everyone else in the delivery station. And the day after that, I had 297. So I'm already delivering a crazy amount of packages and it ain't even hit peak 2 yet. But the owner was saying, we're in that time. It's that time. It's not going to go down from here. And he was saying next week, we're going to see even more due to the fact for Prime 2 and due to the fact we're going into peak season. So at least for the DSP, for my DSP, we've been seeing work increasing already, and it's supposed to just increase and increase during the peak season. So on the corporate side, it's been crazy busy. But it's a new department and I don't know what I'm doing yet. So everything just looks like it's just madness going on. Anyways, I'm new to the department and also I'm in a super high volume, crazy building. It's actually Sand 3. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the like button because I'm actually going to do the video talking about the new position that I'm in. The first week of training was crazy. At first, I was like, oh, it's going to be different this time. Yeah, it's crazy. They did it again. They lived up to the hype. You feel me? Amazon lived up to the wild training at corporate hype. But subscribe and hit the notification bell because I got a video on that coming. But we are just at the entry of this whole season. This went from just peak season to prime week and peak season. So I'm pretty sure we should see an influx. What are you seeing in the FCs? Are y'all seeing the influx? Drop that in the comment section. Literally like 2 days ago, a few different people was like, yo, we still getting VTO. We getting VTO. Boom, 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 boom. There's still a lot of people getting VTO. So I'm interested to see what you guys are going through in the FCs. Drop it in the comment section so we can all know. So tips for this season that we going in through. Tip number 1. I don't think this was even tip number 1, but I'll make it tip number 1 because this is something I should be doing as I'm speaking right now. Tip number 1 is go to sleep. I literally should be asleep right now, but I'm doing a vlog. So one thing that I've learned while working these basically 2 full-time jobs and running YouTube full-time is the importance of sleep. Literally. I felt it when I didn't get sleep and I'm running full speed, but then I've also started to feel the rewards of getting rest. Everything is different. Your focus is different. Your concentration is different. During this prime week, during prime week 2, during peak season, get sleep. Because if not, you're going to be frustrated. It makes a major difference in your attitude. It makes a major difference in your output of work as well. Get you some sleep. Next tip, when you working in these seasons, dress comfortable. You feel me? We do not need you to be Mr. and Mrs. Fresh in the FC. You ain't got nobody to impress. I know it's Amazon, it's humans everywhere. Everybody's trying to impress everybody. Listen, make sure you got some comfortable shoes. I know you got to wear the steel toes and all this weird stuff that didn't change in the FC, but try to get those inserts. I kid you not. That was a game changer for me. I had comfortable shoes, but just having comfortable shoes wasn't enough. I had to buy some inserts for my shoes. And when I did that, that was a game changer. Get you some inserts. Don't be in there with the $300 fit, the $200 pants. You feel me? The 9 chain where you're going to be standing up a lot. You're going to be working. Dress comfortable. And the last tip going in for this prime week 2 and peak season, this whole season right now, work the overtime. If you have overtime available, I know your body probably sore. I know you probably tired of them PAs and you probably tired of your AMs. You feel me? They trying to get the rates. Hey man, what's going on with the rates? Hey, I'm just coming over here to let you know I'm quality. I don't want to hear it right now. I feel you. I've been there. But try your best to work the overtime. Because you want to really save, you really want to make sure that you're paying off debt because it's not looking pretty with this economy. More and more companies are laying off by the day. And peak season is a time of abundance. It is a time of harvest. You feel me? There's an abundance of EET. Well, it should be. If it is, you need to take advantage of that and make sure that you at least save up for anything that can happen. And also because you ask anybody who work at Amazon, after peak season, what happens? Right after peak season, what happens? It gets slow. It gets real slow. And that's in a regular economy. Now we're talking about a struggling economy. We're talking about consumers scared to spend. We're talking about on the brinks of a recession and all this stuff. Some saying it's going to be a dark recession. And I'm not talking about because it's been in the sun too long and ain't had no suntan lotion. I'm saying they're saying this is supposed to be rough. So all that's going to hit at the same time that Amazon should experience its annual slow time right after peak. That's why you should work the overtime and make sure you got some money stacked up just to be safe. Anyways, it's your boy SB. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Yes, this is my song. It's about to come on. It's called Whoa. It's off my project called Motivated. I do motivation music, inspiration music. This will be in the bio. Go ahead and check it out. Stream it. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on all that good stuff. So be sure to check it out. It's your boy SB. I'm going to catch you on the next video. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck 'em in.